I say, God, who am I? Steady looking at the sky, trying to ask God why. Why you had to take my grandparents away and make them die? Why you had to take my people away and make me cry? Know a lot of people feel the same way that I feel. Know when I get sad, I wanna carry on that metal on that steel. But I know it won't heal my problems, it'll just make it worse, that's real. Remember days when I was broke for a meal, I go steal. I ain't never been worried about getting no record deal. I don't need nobody's approval, I don't need them to sign no deal. Cause if I do blow up, I know it's God and that's real. And I'm really sorry, God, I'm sorry I ever went out there and tried to get a kill. I say, God, who am I? Steady looking at the sky, trying to ask God why. Why you had to take my grandparents away and make them die? Why you had to take my people away and make me cry? And now I see it was all just a test. My trials and tribulations, yeah, I will prevail. I'm a real man, never been one to accept the fail. When I got locked up last time, thank God for my brothers, they was there for to post my bail. But even if I had to sit in that cell behind God, I would've prevailed. I say, God, who am I? Steady looking at the sky, trying to ask God why. Why you had to take my grandparents away and make them die? Why you had to take my people away and make me cry? And I ain't never been one for to cry. I always been the type of man just to let all that crap slide. I'm the type that take life like a roller coaster and just let it ride. My last girl took my heart, now I'm looking for my bride. Trying to have a wedding in December. Forget all my past pain, I don't even want to remember it. But I know that past pain what makes me a man, and that's what makes your girl my fan. Behind me she like an Eminem stand. And to be real honest, I ain't even really worried about no girls, I'm just worried about these bands. I say, God, who am I? Steady looking at the sky, trying to ask God why. Why you had to take my grandparents away and make them die? I know it was just for to make me stronger. It put that burning fire in me, made me with that hunger. Know if my grandpa was here, he'd tell me to hit a dinger in his life. But to be honest, the only thing really been messing with mentally is his wife. So I miss my grandma so much. Even her hug, I miss her touch. I need to take flowers to that grave one day. Ain't got no car, but I bet I find my way to Hesmer. God bless my mama, I know I put a lot of pain and stress on her. Wish I could relive all my childhood memories, most of them in my mind, they just a blur. I love my little brother so much, that's my little soldier. I know he feel the same way that I feel, he wanna see my grandma and hold her. We couldn't even see her on her death day, but maybe it's for the best we ain't get to see her on her worst day. On the other hand, I see my grandpa, he was blue. Low-key, I think that's what made my heart cold. But I got the mind of a soldier, behind my family I never fold. I say, God, who am I? Steady looking at the sky, trying to ask God why. Why you had to take my grandparents away and make them die?